Warning, this video contains content that may not be suitable for some younger viewers. If you decide to stay, you're watching at your own risk. Thank you.
I am tired of Earth. I'm tired of being caught in the tangle of their lives. They claim their labors are to build a heaven. It's too late.
You know something? I feel really bad for all the men out there. When I was growing up, when I was a little kid, I didn't really have a girlfriend. I didn't have many friends growing up either. But apparently, nowadays, this appears to be the trend now, especially predominantly with males. There's a term called black pill, and if you guys are not familiar with it, the black pill is essentially a term which males, disgruntled males and females feel like that, oh, nothing matters except looks, and looks are everything. If you look like less than a sub 5, you're not going to get very far in life. But it's a very naive approach to looking at life. I mean, looks are not everything, but it's crazy to think that kids these days are now putting so much emphasis on appearance and how a person looks, but this is just borderline ridiculous. Little kids are now taking their opinions to TikTok. It's just a dumpster fire, really. I gotta show you this clip. You're not gonna believe this. I'll just roll the clip.
You rate all these guys' attractiveness. What do you rate this guy out of 10?
4.
What about this guy?
0.
What about this guy?
0. 0. 0.
This guy?
0.
All those guys were male models.
Well, they're fucking ugly.
Do you think women have pretty high standards for looks?
Some girls. What?
Do you think you have high standards for looks?
Let me write them.
Alright, so what do you rate this guy?
3.
What about this guy?
0.
This guy?
1.
This guy?
0. 0. Fucking negative 15.
Do you think you have high standards for looks?
I don't know.
Seeing as you rated, like, male models 0 out of 10.
I don't know. If you look at my exes, they aren't very...
What's, like, your minimum rating to date a guy?
At least a 6.
So male models wouldn't qualify for your look standards then, because they're all 0.
No, they're just bad male models, I guess.
Do you think women have high standards for looks?
Depends.
Do you think you do?
Depends.
Okay, what really blows my mind about this TikTok, I mean, I shouldn't say too much because these are just kids, but they're growing up really fast these days, and when we are in the age of social media, videos like this can reach the mainstream just like that. So if kids are actually, I mean, this could be a joke, this could just be a nothing burger, but if kids, this is what they really think, women especially, or I don't know if it's too much Instagram, or they need a dopamine detox, or they haven't experienced reality yet. Obviously they haven't, because these are kids who don't, I mean, how did things ever get this bad? It was never this bad in my generation, growing up as a kid. I mean, yeah, I got bullied sometimes, but I mean, holy, this is insane. How is it that kids these days are becoming this way? I just can't. I can't feature that, man. It's like, oh, jeez.
Did you know if you sleep with more than 5 guys, your chance of a happy marriage after 10 years goes from 80% to 25%? Because the more men you sleep with, you lose your ability to bond with each one. So if you sleep with one guy, you're going to compare the next guy to him. If you sleep with 10 guys, you compare all 10. If you sleep with 20, you compare all 20. You're not likely to be divorced, but you're more likely to leave if you did that, because you're with your husband thinking about the last like 10 guys that maybe weren't as good as the one you married.
They love the attention that they're getting. They love all of these options. I don't see, from what I saw in this video, I don't see any of these chicks pulling any top tier dudes. I don't see any of these chicks pulling a top tier dude. So they are going to pull what they look like. They're going to pull what they give out. They're going to pull whatever they are.
You pull what energy you give out.
Exactly.
And a lot of these girls, they pulling. Look, if you got that scam energy, you gonna pull scamming dudes.
Pretty much.
That's the truth.
And like you said, like, you know, some celebrities and a lot of other people who aren't celebrities, they get tired of playing the field and they eventually do want to, you know, settle down. And one thing that I don't understand about chicks doing this on social media and being these free spirits and doing all this other stuff is that they don't understand that dudes will get tired of that too. Dudes are going to get tired of dishing out money and not getting what they want in return.
Yeah.
I want to see you. Let me fly you out here. But these chicks got so many options, they don't want to do all that. They just want you to send the money and that's it. Or they just like the attention and they don't want to, they feel like going that extra mile with one dude makes it feel like they're kind of losing out somewhere else. Or maybe they're giving them too much and they don't want to do that. Eventually, you're going to start losing all this attention that you're getting because they're going to get tired of that stuff too. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, but it's one of them things. It's in Instagram. It's a revolving door, man.
It is.
Where some dudes fall off, you're probably going to have more. I've actually gone through her messages with her.
With the idea of staying single, everything comes in place and it becomes easier to decide if that's the girl for you. 100%. Don't be dependent on a woman. She's the cherry on top to your life, not the whole cake. Boys, you need to build purpose and find hobbies, things that make you happy apart from women. Women only add to your life. They don't make it. Remember that. All right, moving on. Next one.
This is the hard part that people don't tell you about. Being 30 and over and being single is so nice. You gotta do what you want when you want. But then at night, you have to come out to yourself.
Cry me a river, baby, you cry me a river.
Perfect.
And like, this is the reality of it. I love my singleness, but I also crave for a partner because this is what I come home to. Very depleted, very sad, empty.
Thank you, come again.
Perfect.
Yes, ma'am, that is what feminism doesn't teach you. The loneliness that comes at a certain age. They only teach young women that they can do whatever they want and they don't need a man.
I don't need no man. Oh, God.
But believe me, at a certain age, things get pretty lonely. But of course, they won't say that. That would be misogynistic. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
That was another recommendation. Manosphere. Women over 35 hitting the wall. Appreciate it, boys. Oh, man. Look, dude, I genuinely feel bad for them because they're as much victims of the indoctrination as we are for what we believe and what we go through in society as men. Unfortunately, what makes it hard to have empathy for them or sympathy is the fact that they get to pick and continue making the wrong choices, as opposed to a man needs to start from ground zero and build himself value. They're born with value, and we as men don't understand why the fuck they can't make the right decision. It seems like you got life on easy mode. I have to work for every goddamn thing I have. Meanwhile, everything is handed to you. It's just a value exchange of nature. They have a womb. It's very biologically expensive to have a baby. Nature designed it that way. Men are expendable in society. It is what it is. It only takes one man to impregnate thousands of women, dude. We are not that special biologically. We can get thrown away. It is what it is. But why can't you make the correct decision in your prime? Instead, you choose the same bad boy, the wrong guy over and over and over again, and then you blame all of us. And then you say all men ain't shit. And that's when men look at you and start to get bitter back and go, well, women are just too fucking stupid, etc. And they'll say what they say about women, and then men say what they say and vice versa, right? It is what it is, bro. It's unfortunate. She didn't want you in her 20s, but she does in her 30s. It's a cool story. After you've put in work, after you've been ignored, once you had no value, now you came up, now you're somebody. Now she hits you up on the DMs. Wow, is this still Bob? You're not a beta anymore. Oh my God, you look so good. You like put on some weight and I see you wearing nice clothes and oh my God. Dude, this happens all the time where women just appear from your past, slide in your DMs after you've made it, worked your ass off, self-improved, and now they want to be a part of your life. Now when they're 30, 40 pounds overweight, now when they got lines all over their face, now they want you. And it's like, but I got a woman 10 years your junior that wants me now. What are you gonna do about that? And that's when the bitterness sits in. That's when they go make post-wall videos on the internet. That's when they tell us that we're misogynists. That's when they tell us that our double standards don't apply, right? We're not allowed to have any opinions on a woman's weight, on a woman's age, anything, her ability to cook and clean. That's some slavery shit. You're trying to keep women back 100 years. Where this is new times, we could be strong, independent too. We can do all the fucking things men can do, and yet none of those things matter to men, and we choose to ignore that part. And we wonder how we end up in this predicament. Hey yo, the clown world writes itself.
Hi, young man. I'm looking for a good time.
Uh-huh.
I'm worldly. I'm fun. This ain't mileage. This is experience.
Not interested.
Listen, just so there are no surprises, don't be scared. My stuff looks like someone spilled an apple pie on my lap.
Ugh, yuck.
Free real estate.
This is so cool. I'm about to marry 5 babes in the metaverse. Yeah, it's cool.